All right, guys. So I've known you seen the story of the Asian woman that was withdrawing money from an ATM and she was blindsided by an individual who grabbed her from behind and slammed her on the concrete, stealing their money, and the woman is in the hospital and now she's paralyzed pretty much. So let's follow up with that story, shall we? Suspect in violent robbery of Vietnamese woman in Houston that left her disabled was out on $100 bond for weapons charge. Bro, how do you get out on bond? What is the hold on? I need to make sure I'm not. I don't know in criminal law. What is bond in criminal law? The most common kind of bond in criminal law is the bail bond. For a bail bond, a defender offers up money in exchange for their release from custody while they await trial. This money is returned to the defendant appears for their trial. Okay, so basically you get out instead of waiting in jail. Okay. I don't understand why it is I always hear these stories of people out on bond for doing things that they should not be released for whatsoever, and they're just out. And then they reoffend again, and it's nothing for these people. They don't care. $100. Okay, so let me get this straight. He was in possession. It says he was in possession, unlawful possession, meaning illegal weapon. 17 years old. He had an illegal weapon, and he was out on a bond for only $100. Out on bond. Okay. One of the two Houston teens charged with the aggravated robbery with serious bodily injury of 44-year-old mother Truong was, I probably butchered that horribly, of a 44-year-old mother was out on $100 bond related to a weapon charge before the incident. The encounter with her last month left her paralyzed and is being described as a judging robbery. What is a judging robbery? What is that? What is See, now I'm looking up stuff. See, we're going to learn together. Police say judging is a term that means someone followed an unsuspected victim on their way home to rob. Okay, so basically predatory, right? A predatory robbing. Okay, gotcha. We're learning. We're learning together. Don't say as a dad I don't teach you guys nothing. I'm learning as I go. I'm no better than a teacher. Anyway, 17-year-old Joseph Harrell was granted a general order bond of $100 for unlawful possession of a weapon over an incident January 26, according to the Texan. Why? Why? He had an illegal weapon. What? What? Hold on. And I'm guessing that this is this gonna show us more? Alright, so let's look at this. Suspect robbed. Oh, yo, bro, why is it the same goddamn picture? Suspect charged in robbery that paralyzed woman was out on. Okay, so it's just. This is the same goddamn thing. Why did they do that? Anyway, on Friday, Harrell and 19-year-old Zanika Aisha Woods were hit with the charges over their alleged robbery of Truong, a Vietnamese immigrant in Houston's Chinatown on February 13. The attack happened during the day after the victim had withdrawn money from an ATM. The suspects allegedly followed her after she withdrew for roughly 24 miles as she ran a variety of errands. So they were just following this person. But you know, they're just innocent. These predators, right? These parasites of society are just innocent. They if you just give them an opportunity, they would just do better. This is planned out. Come on, bro. There you go. There you go. I'm starting more and more to have less and less like fucks to give, especially when it comes down to women. Like I barely had fucks to give before. Because the way I've always looked at it is women get away with a lot of shit that they shouldn't. But it's like after hearing the story about the mother who tried to rob drug dealers and she ended up getting shot and killed and the baby ended up dying and the boyfriend picked up some money that the robbers left on her and laughed at her and he dipped, it's just like you just stop caring. And the problem is like, man, Disturbing footage of the incident emerged following the attack. According to Detective Tyrus Fontenot, our male suspect here exited the vehicle driven by Miss Woods here and assaulted the victim first by trying to take her purse and her wallet. Eventually, after learning he didn't have the money, she withdrew from the bank. He went back. Okay, so understand. They attacked her, tried to get the money. The money wasn't whatever that they took off of her. They found out that that money wasn't there, so he went back, and that's when he slammed her. You know what, bro? Eventually, after learning he didn't have the money, she withdrew from the bank. He went back and assaulted her again by picking her up and slamming her down into the concrete. The detective added. The video shows the suspect bumping into the victim, leaving, and then returning to grab the money, which was roughly $4,300. The suspect then body slammed the mother of three, who was left permanently paralyzed and incapable of taking care of herself after the incident. She has been treated for fractured ribs and a fractured spine. Now, I'm not going to play this video because I already know YouTube is very funny about these things. And once your video gets age restricted, basically, you're not going to get no exposure in terms of people being able to see your video. I'll leave a link to where you guys can see the video on this site, The Post Millennial, and you can see it for yourself, but it's not pretty, right? And this is the reason why I put up a post, basically, that I believe that where the Idaho killer in Idaho, there's a chance that they're going to be bringing back execution by firing squad. And I think that you know what? At this point, I used to hear political commentators, especially some on the right, sit there and say that when it comes down to the left stepping out of line, because they don't fear repercussions for their actions, they don't fear police, they don't fear none of this stuff. A lot of times they know they can get away with nonsense and nothing will happen to them, kill somebody, and they'll just live the rest of their days in prison. A lot of times I've heard things like, and I kind of have the same stance when it comes up to pedophiles, communists. I don't care. Put them up against the wall. That's how I actually look at it now, right? I kept it to myself. It was internal, but after a while, it's like, whatever. There are some crimes that I look at and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that person doesn't need to die for it. But then there are some, like, for example, the Idaho killer who killed all of those people, who has no remorse, regardless of whether or not you have no remorse or whatever like that. I don't care. I don't care if there's a chance that you could become a better person. If the family says that it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. Damn it! If the family says that they want to participate in your execution for firing line, you deserve it. Now I'm talking about crimes where there's undoubtable evidence that you are guilty. You deserve the death penalty, but for whatever. That's how I feel. And I think that in this case right here, right, this woman is paralyzed, right? An eye for an eye makes the world blind, but after a while, it's like, bro, she's paralyzed forever. She's paralyzed forever at this point. What do you do at this point? And this happened in Houston. With again, Houston is a left-leaning city, part of Texas, right? It's the shithole cities. You already know Democrats take over the cities of any place and ruin them. Chinese American WeChat users in Houston, Texas have posted a video of a violent robbery in Dungham Plaza believed to have occurred on February 13. A black male in a hoodie slams an Asian woman to the ground to rob her. The suspect, who was body slammed by a black male suspect in Houston during a robbery, is from Vietnam. Has a spinal cord injury. Her family has set up a GoFundMe. According to court documents, Harrell was also charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in relation to a previous incident from February where he allegedly stole a different woman's purse and threatened her with a So again, here's the funny thing. Women are being degraded at such an alarming rate that we don't even see women as vulnerable anymore when they are. You should be outraged because they are the vulnerable in our community. Don't get me wrong. Men get killed off in a much higher alarming rate, right? But he's going around and he's robbing women, and you let him out on $100 bond? And I guarantee you he has a history of this shit. I guarantee you there's a history of this shit between him. The current accumulation of Harrell's bonds are $1,300,000 reduced to 24. What? Wait, hold on. What? The current accumulation of Harrell bonds are $1,300 reduced from $2,400 $200,000 on Thursday. Okay, so they reduced his bonds on Thursday by Harris County District Criminal Court Judge Kristen Guinea, and Wood's bond is set to so the woman's bond that was the accomplice is 50,000, and his bond dropped to 113,000. Why? He's a repeat offender. Like, I've always, when you hear about the three strikes rule set, and it's like, yo, if you offend and you offend and you offend 3 times, then you're out type thing. That's the 3 strikes rule. But here's the thing, he already fucked up. Y'all let him go, and then the period before that was even done with, he fucked up again. And he didn't just fuck up on some accident to defend himself, or he fucked up by being caught in something he wasn't supposed to be in. He followed the woman plus 20 miles to rob her, and then crippled her. Why are you giving this piece of shit? I don't understand why people give these pieces of shit quarter. I don't get it. You know what you should do? Put them in a Chinese prison. If we had them. I'm just saying. Put them in a Chinese-dominated prison somewhere. Do it. Harold's previous charge of you know what? I think I nailed it. That should be the sentence. That should be the fucking sentence. That should be the sentence. Especially considering the fact, right? Considering the fact that hold up. Because hold on. Considering the fact, see, there's more to this. Here we go. I don't understand why it didn't show me all of this stuff, and I gotta pull up more stuff, right? Considering the fact, right, that after he did all of this shit, ABC News reports a source close to the investigation confirmed Harrell was on a call where he said the lady probably wants justice and some more bull and some more shit. They'll try to max me out 20 years basically. That shit, I ain't going for it. The bitch already ran up 250 off GoFundMe. Bitch better run off with her life. Like, fuck you done run up. Listen to this mindset. Listen to the mindset. And these are just peaceful people. These are just people that just want a chance. I ain't going for it. The bitch already ran up 2,300 off GoFundMe. Bitch better run on with her life. You crippled her. Her life is permanently altered because of you fucking shit stain. Again, put him in a prison dominated by Vietnamese people. Just do it. Do it, pussy. Why not? Do it. He was caught on camera slamming the 44-year-old mother in an attack that left her paralyzed permanently. Has made jailhouse phone calls where he has complained about the victim's GoFundMe. A source close to the investigation confirmed Harrell was on the call where he said the lady probably They say she ran up 200,000 and she'll be back walking in less than a year. What do you mean, bro? In the same call, he said, "We are snatching purses. I hopped out, snatched a purse. The lady ran with the money. I grabbed her, slammed her, and she was paralyzed." On March 17, Harrell and 19-year-old Nikhil Ayesha Woods were arrested and charged for the incidents. All right. Again, this is what I'm talking about. They're letting criminals out that have repeating history of doing bad things, and they just expect that everything is going to go away. Meanwhile, law-abiding citizens are rotting in prison right now. And for what? For political association. That's it. They don't care about you, and I would say it just like this. If you are in a city where you are allowed to defend yourself with the Second Amendment, do it. If you are not given that luxury, right? I would say take some type of self-defense classes. I'm against people walking around with weapons, but at this point, I would say that if you are a good person and you ain't just going around using weapons on people like a fucking asshole, hey, you better something protect yourself, please. It's getting dangerous out here. Anyway, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.